Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Stargirl, the new show coming to the Arrowverse. But of course, there's a new trailer, so let's watch it right now and then talk about it.
We gotta get you to a hospital.
No, it's over. But the Justice Society must live on. Someone with strength and heroism must carry the torch.
I'll try.
Not you. Definitely not you.
What are you doing?
Nothing!
Right, give me that.
No, the staff picked me. I finally know who I really am. I've got a costume and everything.
I'm trying to protect you. The Justice Society couldn't defeat the Injustice Society.
Injustice Society. None of you were good with names.
This isn't a joke, Courtney. You and I don't stand a chance against them.
Stop trying to scare me. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines. I'm putting together this new team to get justice. This is our destiny.
Stargirl, new series, Tuesday, May 19th. Stream free next day on the CW app.
So wow, that was a pretty fantastic trailer. Pretty star-filled trailer if you want to call it. Now, Stargirl's review embargo is up on April 21st, so reviews will go up then, including my own, for the first 3 episodes. So this trailer was released exactly a week before those lifted, but I'm uploading, this the day after it came out, so embargo lifts in 6 days because we can do math. Now this trailer was interesting for a few reasons, obviously because it had some pretty damn cool moments in it, but also because I reckon about 80% of it roughly, maybe 75% or something, but roughly around that, contains footage from episodes after episode 3. Heaps of that footage is stuff that I haven't even seen yet from the first 3 episodes, so they are starting to show a decent amount as these trailers continue to be released. Have no idea when that footage from certain episodes is from, but yeah, of course, let's break all of it down in this video. But yeah, throughout the video, it would be awesome if you could let me know your various thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below in regards to, what you thought in the trailer, anything, I missed that you caught, and just your general expectations and thoughts leading into Stargirl. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support, excitement for Stargirl, and just to, as I said, support the channel, I guess. Now, we do start the trailer by seeing Starman's death again, with him asking Pat Dugan, aka Stripesy, aka Courtney's new stepfather, to carry on the legacy of the Justice Society of America, or as we'll just keep referring to them in this video, the JSA, because it's much easier. Now, this then cuts to Courtney Whitmore fighting Starman's cosmic staff, which of course we've seen in pretty much every single trailer that they've released. They've pretty much shown us Courtney finding the staff and, I guess using it every now and then, so we've seen that enough. But something that we haven't seen Courtney doing with the cosmic staff is the stuff in this trailer. We get to see her doing some training with dummies and stuff like that with the cosmic staff, sending it around, hitting things. But behind her is actually Pat Dugan, Rick Tyler, Beth Chappell, and Yolanda Montez, and they're just hanging out in the background, as well as, I guess, the Stripes armor to the side as well. That's just chilling there as well. This is obviously in Pat's workshop. So they're not too shy to show Rick Tyler, Beth Chappell, and Yolanda Montez in like this trailer, and I think a couple of trailers before. They're not too shy to show them. I guess there's just been a lot of promotional material and it's known they're in the show, so yeah, I guess it's not seen as a spoiler for them. But we do get to go inside of the JSA HQ, which of course is, I think, something that a lot of people want to see. Like a lot of the JSA and different elements of them and stuff like that. Now, we do get to see posters of Starman and Johnny Thunder. I think they were in a previous trailer, which I didn't go over, like one of those short, 30 to 40 second trailers. I just didn't go over it. I was waiting for another longer one, and this came around, so we went over it. So this is the first time I'm seeing it in a trailer at least. But I did see screenshots on Twitter and stuff of it. But if you also peep, I don't know, peep or look behind Courtney's, I think it's left shoulder in this image right here, you can actually see Dr. Fate's helmet. It's not full in focus, but it's obviously Dr. Fate's helmet. That's pretty cool. Now, obviously, this room here with the round table and everything is probably going to have the artifacts of the JSA. Now, of course, this would lead to various things with, I guess, Jay Garrick as well. Now, one big question that's come around with Stargirl is whether Jay Garrick in Stargirl is played by John Wesley Shipp, who of course plays him on The Flash, or someone else completely. Now, from what I know at least, they haven't cast John Wesley Shipp. I know that we don't see him early on at least, like Jay Garrick as a whole. But even if we look at that image that's in the photo and stuff, it doesn't look like John Wesley Shipp. I don't think they're going to go with that. I think they're going to go for like a bit of a younger like a younger Jay Garrick, not like a 30-year-old, but I reckon like in his like 40s maybe for Jay Garrick. Even though Jay Garrick should maybe be a bit older than the other members of the JSA, I still think they're going to go for like a maybe mid-40s Jay Garrick if he does appear on the show. But they haven't announced a casting that I know of at least. But I think a lot of the casting has been kept secret in regards to not naming who a certain actor is playing. They might say, hey, Billy Bob's in the show, but they're not saying that Billy Bob's playing Aquaman or something like that. They're just saying Billy Bob's in the show, and then their character will be revealed later on. I think even with some of the JSA members who you actually even see in the opening episodes and even in some of the trailers, the actors are there, but they haven't confirmed those actors are playing those characters. So I guess we'll have to just wait and see. In regards to whether we see Jay Garrick in season 1, it just goes with that as well. Like, we don't know because they've kept some casting secret and everything like that. I would expect him in season 2, to be completely honest, in maybe like flashbacks and stuff like that. I don't know if it'd be in present day just because of the setup for the show, but in like flashbacks we could see him. But we'll have to wait and see how they want to portray the JSA, I guess you could say, in regards to their status as well. So we'll have to wait and see, but I don't think, and I'd be very, very, very surprised if John Wesley Shipp plays him. I know a lot of people want him to, just for some connectivity, but it's on a different Earth. It's on Earth 2. It is just kept separate, so it's going to be someone else, I'm pretty sure. But speaking of the JSA, we do go back into the headquarters and we see Starman being killed by icicles. Well, icicle. So yeah, we can see that happening. And then that, like, obviously we saw the stuff at the beginning of the trailer with him, you know, asking Pat to carry on the legacy and everything like that. Now we do get to see Courtney like dragging the name of Injustice Society of America. Now I think when you abbreviate it to ISA, it does sound like a government tax agency. But Injustice Society is, you know, it's fitting. It's still pretty cool. It's a bit cheesy, but it's still pretty cool. So I agree 50% there with Courtney. You know, like ISA doesn't sound good, but Injustice Society, I think it sounds pretty cool. So I'm like half there with Courtney. But in regards to Courtney, we do see her taking the hourglass of Owlman. Now, in some iterations, this allows Owlman to see like 60 minutes or an hour into the future. I'm not too sure if they will use that in the show, but seeing that the hourglass is there and it's like pretty big, I'd assume they will still use that ability in the show at some stage. I don't know if they would overuse it, but I think they will use it every now and then when it's needed. So I think they'll do that. And we also see Courtney taking the Wildcat headpiece. But this is pretty cool because then we get to see our pretty much first proper look at Rick Tyler as Owlman and Yolanda Montez as Wildcat, or Owlman 2 and Wildcat 2. Now, Rick Tyler is obviously Rex Tyler, the original Owlman's son. I mean, seriously, you should know that. But Yolanda in the comics isn't related to Ted Grant, the original Wildcat. He is more of like a friend to her parents, and ultimately, not sure if it's in every iteration, but in the main iteration where she was introduced, is he is Yolanda's godfather. Now, Stargirl as a show is being pretty comic accurate with like the majority of things. Like I'd say it's about let's just chuck a number out there, like 90% of its stuff is basically spot on. So I could see them still doing this, as well as Yolanda's fairly odd origin story in regards to why she has powers. But that's for us to wait and find out, I guess, if they do on the show, but I think they will. Now, there is some daylight shots of Stargirl and her staff. There's also some shots of Stripes in the daylight as well. It looks pretty good, especially considering that CGI and special effects in daylight can be very risky. It can look really bad, but I think they make it look pretty good. I don't know how many daylight scenes we're going to get with them, but at least the ones that we're seeing in the trailer here look pretty damn good. Now, there is an action shot of the new JSA taking on the Injustice Society in, I think it's the Injustice Society's base. Now, for the JSA, we have Stargirl, Owlman 2, Wildcat 2, Stripes, as well as this dude here with a sword, who we'll come back to in a second. And for the Injustice Society, we have Tigress, Icicles, Sportsmaster, and Dragon King. Now, the guy with the sword is, and I'm just basing this off Jeff Johns going full comic accuracy with this, or comic accurate with this, but I think that is probably Shining Knight from the Seven Soldiers of Victory. They've already said that they will play into this season's story. Not sure if every character in that will play in, but he's like in it. So seeing that sword there does heavily suggest that he is the former Shining Knight. And if that is the case, there is a pretty heavy backstory to go along with him and a certain member or members of the Injustice Society. And it does once again heavily indicate that this show, at least season 1, is going full on Stars and Stripes from the comics. Stars and Stripes, the comic series, it's only like 13 or 14 issues, I think. It's on DC Universe. If you have DC Universe, it's free. Go read it. It'll take you in like an hour to read, maybe like 2 hours to read. Do it, because you'll basically get a really good understanding of what they're doing this season on Stargirl. and it'll get you prepped. Might spoil some stuff, but it'll get you prepped at least. And we also get to see Stargirl versus Shiv. Now, Shiv is the daughter of Dragon King. She looks exactly like she does in the comics, like white streaks and all. I don't think she might be like an ongoing threat going forward. I think maybe into like season 2 and stuff, but we'll have to see what they do there. Now, we do get to see Dragon King's like hood coming off to reveal a lizard/dragon reptilian head of sorts. And this is how Dragon King will have lived so long. So he is from World War II in the comics, and I guess they will do the same here with him, that he's from World War II, or he started off there. Now, from memory, the reveal of this in the comics, that he had this reptilian head, was right towards the end of his run, like in one of the last issues he's in regards to Stars and Stripes, but it seems it's happening a bit earlier in the show. It's hard to tell what episode this is from, like I said earlier on. I don't know what episodes this footage is from, but even then, I'm surprised they revealed it in the trailer, to be completely honest, because I thought it's, it'd be a big reveal, but, they're putting it in the trailer anyway, so a bit surprising there. But we do finish off the trailer by seeing Stargirl fighting Icicle, and we actually see that Pat and Courtney's mother, Barbara, are in the background now, so obviously she learns of what Courtney's up to fairly early on, so it'll be interesting to see what her reaction to it is. But obviously this is another daylight shot with like special effects and CGI and stuff like that, especially with Icicle and his look. It looks pretty cool, actually, to be completely honest, but looks pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, they're doing pretty good job with like the daylight stuff, so hopefully it continues throughout the entire season in regards to daylight stuff. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a really good trailer. It gets me even more excited for Stargirl, especially seeing it was footage that I haven't even seen yet because it wasn't in those opening 3 episodes, so it just got me even more excited. But of course, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like and it shows support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on the trailer. What was your favorite part? What are you looking forward to the most from this show and everything like that? And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.